Pharma blocked Medicare from negotiating lower drug prices.
All right, I do not want to be a party crasher, but we interrupt this celebration for a hard, cold dose of reality. Stocks tanking because inflation is accelerating. The very inflation that the president says he's made great progress addressing, heralding his Inflation Reduction Act as the boon for the economy that we didn't see in a key number out earlier today. Welcome, everybody. I'm Neil Cavuto. And Fox on top of a sell-off, the likes of which we've not seen in quite some time. In percentage terms, the roughly 4% hit in the Dow is the worst we've seen in 2 years. Ditto the S&P 500. And again, the NASDAQ. All hit and hit hard because inflation remains stuck and no one can get it under control. An 8.3% annualized inflation rate in the latest month. The core rate, that is without food and energy, also soaring more than 6.3%. This is the fourth 1,000-point sell-off for the Dow just this year. And again, the precipitant for this was a much worse than expected inflation report. Now, the president is heralding this Inflation Reduction Act that some people said is actually making the situation worse because across the board, prices are going up. He's touting the prospect of eventually drug prices going down. But even if he gets that, and it is a Herculean leap, it would be but a fraction of the overall costs that continue to soar. Keep this in mind, that with inflation running north of 8%, most food and related items are running at about double to sometimes triple that. Whatever progress we've seen on gasoline and related prices has done little to affect prices almost everywhere else. And then another startling development here, and the market reaction to this, the fear that the Federal Reserve is going to continue hiking interest rates, and now not only the 0.75% hike that they see coming next week, but a growing betting among a third of investors now that that hike could be as much as 1 full percentage point. Look at it this way. In just the last few months, we've gone from 0% interest rates to, by the end of the year, likely 4% or more. And it could get worse than that on fears that the Federal Reserve is the only game in town to address spending and inflation and the ills it can cause and to keep hiking rates maybe a lot longer and a lot higher than we ever thought possible. We're going to be getting the latest on how this is politically falling